Hello, my name is Ibrahim Diallo. Today I'm here to work with the assignment last week, tonight, argument part 3. So the topic is pay college athlete, which is a topic that is really important for everybody, society, everybody mostly in America. Why the topic is really important to me and others is just like we all know like how students or college athletes are busy every day working 24/7, dealing with school and sport, which is really hard like to maintain, having a really busy schedule, and on top of that they don't get paid, and we know that uh, NCAA are on top of that, and he's the one who get all the money go through NCAA, and the TV contract, the ticket sale, everything like NCAA take it, and athlete don't get nothing in revenue. That's why is one of the most important topic, and people be debating about the subject every day in society. So today we're just going to cover that topic. With that being said, we're just gonna bring like three problem that people be dealing with that. So here is, and I'm gonna show you below like some graph that you can refer to some numbers like how much NCAA be making every year, and you can tell like that's some billion and billion of dollars, and it's not like they don't have the money for it. They do have the money is there. It's just like the money don't go to the right hand like where it's supposed to go. So this graph below can show like the start, and we going to show you soon. So the three problem is like the fact like they don't pay students athletes is like not like a really good thing, because most of them we can see like they don't finish college. Most of Black African American usually like to play sport in America. For example, if I take the example of myself, and like we just use college to show out our skill to go pro, and most of us like they are not ready sometime, but they just rush because they heard about how much they can get paid about their skill. So, and they just don't wait to get a degree, so they drop out college early and don't get a degree. So after they drop out college, don't get a degree, go to the pro, and they cannot play. Maybe they're not physical enough or talented enough, or their body are not ready, because that's another level of competition. So they just not gonna make it. They have to get out of there, and they gonna find something to do in life. And if they don't have the degree, that's a problem. That's one thing. Another thing, if they don't pay them, I feel like there's gonna be like equality. For example, like if you take for basketball, like there's a lot of school. For example, there's some Power 5 school. There's some big major, high major, low major. If you take the example of some big school, for example, Duke, Kentucky, Louisville, Ohio State, that I was recently, most of the time like they recruit the big player, 5-star, like those players that are just gonna stay in college for 1 year, 2 years, and go to like the league. So college athlete, or like they mostly like to go to those kind of school because they get paid more. It's not like they get paid on the low. That's why those schools always get a big player. And compared to those schools as San Jose State, for example, they are not financially stable as those schools, so they not gonna get bigger player that they wanted to get, because every big player gonna go to those big schools because they pay the most. So that's a problem. Another problem is like the equality. For example, like if you take like there's like D1, D2, D3. So if you don't pay like athlete like all the same, like for example, a guy that play D1 maybe at Duke, and another guy that play at a D2 school, like there's a different, they do basically like the same thing. They maybe have the same schedule, which is going to school in the morning, have practice, weight room, stuff like that, but they don't get treated as like the same because the level of competition they play is not the same. So that's gonna be a problem for not paying them like the same. So it's like a mistreatment too, and I think that's something that is really unfair. So we come up with like some plan that can help everybody, college students, NCAA, to so each of them can benefit to the money that coming from like students athlete. And there's another graph we're gonna show you. It's like the amount of money that the athletic program for the school usually make every year, and that's our money. Also, NCAA make a lot of money on top of that with like a TV contract. I remember when I was at Ohio State, like the TV contract be like 250 million like a year. Like that's something insane. So the money, the school usually take all the money and share it with the NCAA, and the player always competing, putting their time, effort, energy every day, working out, but they don't get to use the money, and they're the reason why the school and the NCAA gets so much money. So I think the ideal plan is for me like just the NCAA work with every athletic program in every school, no matter what league is it, no matter what is it the D1, D2, D3, and no matter the gender, because we see like an equality between like men and women in sport, and that go through college and the pro. Like we see like how NBA player get paid and WNBA player doesn't get paid as much. So that's something that is really unfair. And I feel like everything just start in college. So the ideal plan is to get students athlete salary, all of them, so they just don't have to bring the NIL, which is a name, image, and likeness. That's a problem too, because if they don't pay every student athlete at the same, so they bring the NIL, like there's gonna be another inequality. Because if I take it, for example, like some guy have 5-star, they go to top program, so they use the NIL more than other guys that are not 5-star, that are like 2-star, 3-star, because no company wanted to use those guys to promote their brand. So that means like they cannot use this program. Also, international students not gonna be allowed to use it because by NCAA rule, like international students cannot use the name, image, and likeness. And I think that's unfair. At the same way that the mistreatment between men and women in sport in college is unfair too. So that's like a plan just to pay every athlete salary, so we don't have to bring the name, image, and likeness. So everything going to be like equal. I think that's gonna be something that can solve the problem we're dealing. And in that point, every college students going to have some money on their pocket, and they going to take the time to focus on school and not dropping out of college earlier as they always do. And later in life, like, they realize they are not talented or they wasn't ready to go pro, and they just, their life just gonna be like something, like it's gonna be like a fail. Like, it's sad to say, but we be seeing that every day. So that's what I got from you guys, and thank you so much. Appreciate it.